Does Ross Chastain need to dial back his aggression? We hear everybody mention it. It's how he races. It's why he's up front. It's why he's winning. It's got him those wins. He has 2 so far this season. But Bob, what do you think of old Ross? Does he need to just chill out?
At times, yes. He needs to control his aggression a little bit. He just seems to pick the wrong time sometimes to be aggressive, or doesn't have that situational awareness that I think you need if you're going to be a championship driver. You know, the early wreck with Martin Truex Jr. Now, Truex said it was his fault, I think, on the radio, but he didn't get the benefit of the doubt from Austin Dillon because of his past, of what he did at Gateway and doing kind of dumb things there. And then, of course, one of those things was to Denny Hamlin at Gateway, so he's certainly not going to get the benefit of the doubt from Denny Hamlin. And, you know, as Ross said, like, his car was damaged and he lost control of it. Well, I mean, if you know your car is damaged, look, I know you're going for the win.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation, but I feel like you just, with the past that you've had, you can't be that aggressive.
Interesting. I agree with Bob in the sense that I don't think he gets the benefit of the doubt. Would we be talking about Ross and his aggressiveness if it hadn't been Denny Hamlin that he had gotten into on that second incident? I'm not sure. Now, does he need to change? Absolutely not. This aggressive style racing, this is his MO. This is what gets him up in the top 5 week after week after week. It's why he has 2 wins. It's why he's in the position he is now with Trackhouse Racing. He is a fighter, tooth and nail. He's done that through the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, his time in Cup, even before moving to Trackhouse Racing. So I think if he dials back his aggression, he dials back Ross, who he is. Now, what he needs to do is he maybe needs to rethink how other drivers are going to race him. I think he's kind of like forgotten about the fact that we still have 17 races left and 10 playoff races of those 17. Are these drivers that are upset with him holding back? I think so. I think he has a target on his back. So he might just need to rethink how he's going to get raced by other drivers, but I don't think he can let up on the aggression, because I think that is what could win him a championship. It could also lose him a championship if he gets bitten by some of the other drivers, but he's racing aggressively and he's winning.
We know Ross is aggressive. We know Joey Logano is aggressive. Joey owns it. Like, yeah, I dumped him. Yeah, I did this. I am personally exhausted from the narrative of I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to say that it's my fault, and I deserve what's coming to me, and I'm this, oh, woe is me. You did it. Just own it. Like, be the person that's not liked. You know, stop. I don't know how that switch flips with Ross, but if you're going to do it, just do it. But
yeah, which is weird though, because like he doesn't want friends, so why doesn't he just be like, you know what? I did it intentionally.
The book is just not writing itself here. So, Bob, if you're a driver though, do you like racing against Ross?
I don't like racing against Ross because he's beaten me a lot, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, he's and he hasn't in the past, right? So he's a new guy where'd he come from? Where this, you know, Trackhouse buys Ganassi and they're running a lot better than what Ganassi was running, and so that's frustrating, number one. And you know, look, this sport is about give and take, and it's frustrating if you feel like someone is doing a lot more taking and virtually no giving.
If you're Kevin Harvick, you're not like, who is this guy? Because remember their little tiff in the Xfinity side of things a while back, a couple years ago, and you know what? To my point, like, he's always raced aggressively. Why is he going to change now? Like, I don't even know that he could if he wanted to.
And I think it was at COTA earlier this year where Kevin said that Chastain shouldn't change, that he needs to be aggressive and continue that style. And the question is, are more young drivers going to drive like Ross
versus
and less like
the gentleman of the old guard?
Well, it was Dale Jr. had a good take on it, as he always does. It was, you know, I love it, but like, you know, I want you to change, but I don't want you to change.